So, back from LSPR. I didn't really film at all at LSPR. It was crazy busy. Had a lot of hours. It was a long week. We stopped in to see UNOH, University of Northwestern Ohio, to check out their high performance automotive program and meet a bunch of the students and talk about rally and kind of get that around. If you haven't heard of UNOH, go check them out. Pretty impressive what they have available for people who are, aspiring to be part of a motorsports on any level. They've got a lot of different aspects to what they offer. Anyways, I'm back in the shop. I was working before at LSPR. I was working for a number of days. It was 8 days on the road. LSPR come back, and then I think ultimately I was like working for like 20 something days straight without a break, without a day off. So I crashed hard when I got home. Took 2 days off to sort of refresh, regather my stuff. I still had to unpack everything from LSPR, get reset, reorganized in the shop, my tools, and yada, yada, yada. So I was working on this beast yesterday and today. Got all the gold on the firewall finally done. That really sucked because it's actually just not gold foil stuck to the firewall. It's actually a fiberglass mat in between the sticky layer, and that's sticky. And lots of fiberglass in my face, my hands, all that stuff. But brake line is also heat protected. I'm gonna secure this up, but got the ABS back in place. We have to keep the ABS in these cars when running stock wiring because of all the CAN bus and communications that runs through this thing. So we don't have any brake lines going to it or coming out of it, but we have electronic stuff that goes through this that has to stay in the car, unfortunately. But that's there. Obviously, as we've talked in the past, we've got the ECU and reservoir mounts set up here. The fuse box goes here, but I'm going to be working on wiring soon. Have to extend all the wires and stuff like that to get back to the battery, which is behind the driver's seat. One thing I have been working on the past 2 days, besides the gold foil, was getting our fire suppression mounted up and starting to run and make lines. So I got this nice bendy deal here that goes all the way up through the firewall. This is going to be the one for the engine bay. System only comes with 3 nozzles. So always remember that fire suppression is not to save the car. It's to save the occupants. So we're going to put 2 of those nozzles in the car, one facing the driver, one facing the co-driver, and then we'll have one going up to and through the firewall. This particular system is a safe craft system. It's the first time I'm working with one of these. They actually come with a dual head. So this one was the original port that was installed. They give you a second one to install. So I installed that one, pulled a little plug out that was there. And then, I've been working on center console or switch panel. So this guy right here is I finally put riv nuts in. I had to order a new riv nut tool because I forgot that I had broken mine. So that took a little bit. And I also ordered these nice little button head hardware, stainless, so that there's sort of a washer built into them. Give a little bit more of a nice retention surface. But you can see in here, you can see the riv nuts. So when I put the switches and everything into this panel, I'm going to need to keep that in mind. And this is going to go sort of up in between the shifter and the handbrake. So yeah, I mean, I see the finish line in this car, but the finish line, once you start to see it, it's all the tedious little stuff. So all of the electrical work still needs to get done. We still need to do, I still need to finish up the new center console piece, which I'm calling the secondary switch panel, which is this. We made this too high and a slight bit too long, so that when I go to put it in, I can shorten it up to where I want to shorten it up. You can see in the back, it's a different shape. It's not exactly square in the car. So I'm going to need to shorten it up for that, but I also have it too far forward in general. Not by much from where I think I'm going to land. Need to bring that back, but it is also too high. So I have a little bit of extra room all around so that I can trim things as I need to, want to, and I'll be able to sort of stretch that a little bit like this too, so that I can get it down over the center or over the sort of trans tunnel, even though it's not a trans tunnel in these cars. And we're going to put all the secondary switches in there, all the heater core controls that are electric, which are nice, are going to go in there. We'll have the fire suppression pull will go in there. We'll have some USBs and charge ports in there as well. Probably the light switch for the light bar that we're going to put on the car will go in there. Pretty much anything that's not primarily used is going to go in that whole console thing. The rest is going to go into this main panel. So we'll have the kill switch, push button start, a horn. I do have a voltmeter USB thing. It's just a cheap, easy way to have a voltmeter in the car. Very important for a race car, have a voltmeter. I don't care what anybody says. Voltmeter can help very quickly troubleshoot a number of problems if you ever start having electrical issues. So, but anyways, that's what's going on. I'm off tomorrow. Monday is another week. I'm going to work solid. I'm going to try to bang this thing out, and hopefully by end of the week, next week, we'll be up and running. If you like what you see, share, subscribe. I think that's what they say. And if you can, comment. We'd love to interact with our fans, our customers. It's pouring outside. Yeah. Hit the like button, hit the share, subscribe, get it to your friends. Let's get this stuff around.